Hi, this is Scott Beardsley with TubularFitness.com. I'm going to go through what I call the basic 4. This is a starter routine for upper body exercise. Consists of 4 exercises. You can get this done in about 4 minutes and get a very basic workout for your chest, your back, your shoulders, and your arms. We're going to start off with a chest press here. I've got the door anchor set up at about chest level with the tubes coming across right at my chest. I'm obviously set up outside here. I've got a video showing you how you can do that to get your resistance tube workout in. And the resistance combination of tubes I'm working out with allow me to go ahead and press all the way through this range of motion here. I've got a video showing you how you can select the right combination of tubes to do that. When I'm facing away from the door anchor, I've got 1 foot forward and 1 foot back, with the heel of my forward foot about 2.5, 3 feet in front of the toes of my back foot. This first exercise is the chest press. I bend forward just a little bit to give me a little more leverage as I push through this, and I just go ahead. My elbows are at a neutral position here, out and away from my body, and I just go ahead and press on out. Nice even movement. There's 2. You can notice I'm rocking forward just a little bit as I do these. There's 3. The rocking motion just makes the movement a little smoother. There's 4. Makes me feel a little bit more in control of the motion as I go through it. And there's 5. And there you go. There's the first of the 4 exercises. The next is the standing back pulls, or the standing back row. I've turned around. I'm now facing into the door anchor. When I'm facing the door anchor, doing exercises where I'm in this orientation, I like to have my feet spread out parallel to each other and just a little bit wider or at shoulder width apart. I squat down just a little bit and I lean back just a little bit. And it may take you a couple of days to get used to the feel of leaning away from these tubes, but it's very secure once you get used to it, and it shouldn't take you too long to start feeling comfortable doing it. So I just go ahead and again with my elbows in a neutral position away from the body, just go ahead and pull back on the handles. There's 2. You can see again I'm leaning away from the anchor as I do these. There's 3. There's 4. Again, a nice smooth motion as you pull back on those handles. And there's 5. We're halfway through the routine. Next is the overhead press simulation. You could go ahead and move the door anchor down to the floor if you're indoors, down toward the ground if you're outdoors, which would allow me to do this press with more of a direct upward motion. I like to just go ahead and leave the door anchor where it is, which means I need to bend forward just a little bit further to simulate that pressing overhead. But it allows me to move very quickly through these exercises. Again, I'm facing away from the anchor, so I've got my feet spread forward and backward. I need to bend forward as far as I feel comfortable so that I will be simulating an overhead press. My elbows again are in a neutral position, and I just go ahead and nice and smoothly push out. There's 2. Not doing as much rocking on this. There's 3, but I'm still getting a little bit of a forward press with my back leg. There's 4. And there's 5. Okay, and it's the back leg, by the way, that is your real stabilizer. It's the one that's really holding you against that resistance that you're pushing out. It's kind of cool. You can get a little bit of a workout for your lower body as you do these exercises. I switch which foot is in front as I go through these different exercises, just to kind of trade things off a bit. Now to finish it up, we're going to do the overhead pull down. Now again, I could move the anchor up above at a higher angle, either at the top of a door if I'm inside, or up toward the top of the fence if I'm outdoors. And then I wouldn't have to bend over as far to simulate that overhead pull down. But again, I'm going to leave the anchor right where it is. Facing the anchor, I've got my feet parallel with each other. I'm going to go ahead and bend forward so that the orientation of the handles is coming down from what would be like over my head. And I'm just going to go ahead and bend slightly at the knees, and I'm going to just pull back in that neutral position. There's one. Again, you can see I'm rocking back into the exercise, into the movement a little bit as I do it. There's 2, 3, a nice smooth movement, motion with the handles. 4, and 5. And there you have it. You can see how easy it is to get yourself started with an exercise routine just to develop the habit, if nothing else. Now, you can do this routine depending on your fitness level and your goals, and just use that as your routine. Get through something very quickly. You should be able to carve out 4 minutes every other day. Now, on your opposite days, you could do something like jogging in place, get a walk in if you can, and trade them off so that you're doing 2 or 3 days of upper body workout every week to get yourself going, develop the habit, and soon you will be ready to start moving on to more advanced exercises.